This is video 16, Advaita Vedanta, Non-Dual Monism as taught by Sri Ramana Maharshi. We will look at fixity in the self. Sri Bhagavan uses a term fixity in the self. It is a process. As we go deeper and deeper inside us through inquiry as to who I am, where from do thoughts arise, the mind topples down. When the mind topples down, another I happens out of its own accord. That's what we saw earlier. And if we keep our attention constantly on that, this is the clue Sri Bhagavan gives when he says, fixity in the self. The attention has to be constantly fixed on the self. Whereas vasanas will try to distract us. They'll try to steal us away. They will try to steal our attention away from Atma. This struggle, he says, the battle royal goes on constantly. It is always there. This is the inner fight, which is inevitable when we do self-inquiry, vicharam. Because without that fight, we will not get settled in our original nature. This fight is between our true nature and the vasanas, the memories that we have brought about. We are carrying a CD full of vasanas, memories in our head. And as we go on inquiring, these vasanas become weaker and weaker, and slowly our ability to fix our attention on the self goes on increasing. And he says the gap goes on reducing. What is the gap? The gap between one experience of our paying attention to Atma and the next instance. This gap could be 2 hours. This gap could be 5 hours. This gap could be 1 hour. This gap could be 5 minutes. How soon we return to the self, how soon we bring back the attention to the self is very important. He says that gap goes on reducing. And as we go on inquiring, doing Atma Vicharam, self-inquiry, our ability to stay in the self goes on increasing. And finally, there comes that fixed state. And if we stay there constantly, we will get fixed, and once fixed forever. This is the mechanism involved in self-realization as far as my knowledge and understanding goes, and as far as my experience also goes. It works this way. Because we tend to forget our original nature, we start entertaining thoughts. And we start piling up thoughts, we start building thoughts. And one thought leads to another, and so on. So our attention gets stolen for a few hours. Then we come back, I forgot Advaita Vedanta, who I am. Then we start inquiring again. Again we lose ourselves. Attention gets carried away. Again we come back to our original nature. This way the drama goes on and on until we get stability in our ability to pay attention to the self. If we get that stability, we will get fixed. And once fixed forever. That is the ultimate experience we are all longing for. Let us think about it.